On our first official episode of I Do Not Trust This Person, I wanted to discuss one of my favorite lies from George Santos. You see, I myself was a stage actor for many years. I was in Grease, Cabaret, a show called Toy Camp, Urinetown, and many others. For a while, there seemed to be a revival of people liking musical theater. That is, until one fateful day on June 14th, 2011, after many injuries and delays, the Broadway musical Spiderman Turn Out the Dark premiered. Like most people, Alanah and I are pretty big fans of Spider-Man. Also, like most people, we never got to see that musical. But you can still hear the music and watch performances on the musical's official YouTube page, which holds a strong 5,000 subscribers. So I guess some folks liked it. I listened to some of the music and it's honestly not bad. We've linked their page in the show notes. Now, while Spider-Man Turn Off the Dark didn't kill Broadway or people's love for musicals and plays in any way, it did waste millions and millions of dollars and made everyone yell the phrase, "Who even asked for this?" So at this point, you, the audience, are now asking, why is this show about George Santos talking about a Spider-Man musical? Well, join me and my co-host Alanah as we dive into one of the many lies told by America's favorite congressman. Tonight on I Do Not Trust This Person, the many lies of New York Representative George Santos.
One thing I really have enjoyed is the fact that the Spider-Man movies have been brought into a singular thing after that last Spider-Man, the one where the multiverse one, right? Like I loved, like, 'cause I liked the original ones, right? Like the Tobey Maguire. Like, wasn't a huge fan of Garfield. Loved Tom Holland. Like,
Yes. Oh,
Spider-Man,
so
the Spiderverse one is to me the best one.
But that's separate, right? That's
It
not
is-
a part of this.
I don't know because they're like Spider-Verse is such a huge part of Spider-Man that they're going to.
It would have been cool if they had like some anime. Did they do that in this one? Where did they have any? Because they did show different worlds.
They did. I don't know if it
Were
was
any of them animated?
Dude, I don't know. I need to go back
remember
and
now.
watch that again because that like that I could see them doing that as like a flash to like, oh yeah, this world was this, but. Yeah, and I don't know if like the Miles Morales one was included. I mean, obviously not because they were all Peter Parkers that were meeting, and Miles comes after Peter dies. But like that's spoiler alert. Peter Parker dies at some point. Sorry, everybody.
Wow.
But in one of the universes or something, in Miles's universe, I guess. But launch into the Spider-Verse. Those of you listening to this brand new show that you will hopefully love. But that's easily the best Spider-Man movie for me. What's your favorite Spider-Man? Like out of all of the ones that you saw, like I think you've seen all of them, right?
I have not seen the ones with the guy whose name I never remember.
Andrew Garfield.
Yes.
We saw them at the theater
We
together. Did? Yeah,
Really?
that's why they're not my favorite either.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I know. But like they're bringing, he's getting his own movie again though.
Who played
The first one? Toby.
No, the girl love interest.
Oh, and that one it was Emma Stone. Played
I do
Gwen,
remember that.
Gwen
I
Stacy.
do remember that.
Where sad movies, they just for me it was the bad guys. It's not that Andrew Garfield wasn't a good Spider-Man. It's those movies I didn't like. They were written by the guy who did 500 Days of Summer.
I love that movie.
Yeah, I like that, but not. I wouldn't. I wouldn't want whoever directed when Harry Met Sally to direct a new
Who are the bad guys in the Andrew Garfield, like actors who play?
The reptile.
Is it the actors you don't like or the characters, the bad guy characters?
It was
that you don't like?
No, I liked the actors. I liked the characters. I just don't like how they did them. Like the reptile looked way too CGI. I think Michael Keaton's. Was he in the Andrew? I don't remember if he was in the Andrew Garfield ones.
I just remember
he was great. Michael Keaton's always great.
The original to me.
Yeah,
when I say
Tobey
the original,
Maguire.
it's Tobey Maguire. I love that movie.
Yeah, the first 1 and 2 were good. Third sucked, which I don't even think you saw the
think
third.
I saw it.
Most people
I like
historically
him.
hate
I
it.
like what's her face? God, my brain.
Kirsten Dunst.
I like Kirsten Dunst.
Yeah.
Kirsten.
Kirsten. I think it's Kirsten.
And I like Willem Dafoe.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Also, what's his
James Franco. Yeah, he's Willem's son.
James Franco, but also the octopus.
Dr. Octopus. Yeah, and he comes back.
In that one
yeah,
too,
he's
right?
in those, and which is that's the second one. That was one of my favorite ones. And he comes back in this in the Tom Holland one, like that. And again, that's why I loved like why I was like, Spider-Man movies kind of suck. Oh, Tom Holland's good. This is great. Oh, they're all one universe again. That's fantastic.
That movie was good. So are they going to continue Spiderverse?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The Spiderverse is such a huge part of Spider-Man that like it's like a.
So like, are these characters going to come back for the next?
Them? No, probably not. Like they've done the Spider-Verse thing. They've connected them all. I know Andrew Garfield's getting his own new spot. They're going to give him his third one now.
Why? So, I'm so confused.
To connect the Spider-Verse and to make money. I don't know.
Gotcha. Okay.
Like that. It's,
right. Okay.
Yeah.
So now that they've described it as a Spider-Verse, then they can get away with that.
Yeah,
because
exactly.
it's not like
no one's connected anymore.
No one's recast. Yeah. It's just they're separate universes.
Exactly. Okay. Yeah. Now, and in that way, the way it stops breaking people's brains.
Yeah. Because that was my thing when they did. Because
like, there's another Spider-Man. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
After, Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, like how long after that did they do? I feel like it wasn't that long. Andrew Garfield.
Andrew Garfield was like. I don't know.
Just a few years later, and I was like,
a couple years. Like I think it was like 2012. Like it was Spider-Man.
No one asked for this.
Well, Spider-Man 3 sucked so bad that people just gave up, and then the one actually that they will not be in the Spider-Verse was they tried to do Spider-Man the musical on Broadway.
I did.
You remember that one?
Wait, so let me answer your original question, which was...
What's your favorite Spider-Man?
Tom Holland is just so
He's mine. Yeah,
likable.
Absolutely mine.
I don't know what I don't know what it is. He's funny. He comes off as like very self-deprecating and like I don't know.
Yeah, he plays a good Peter Parker. That's what he's supposed to. Yeah, he's doing it well.
So good. He's so likable.
Yeah.
So without a doubt, even though like when I was younger, the Tobey Maguire one was the one that I remember watching in my youth. But Tom Holland by far.
Yeah, Tom Holland for sure.
But yes, the musical.
Do you remember when that happened? Yeah, so the musical.
Like why?
Why? I don't know. I remember.
We don't need everything to be a musical.
So The Edge.
Although I did just find out there is a Harry Potter. No,
it's a TV show.
No,
on
not
HBO.
a Harry Potter musical. What did I just see? Oh my God, there's a Great British Bake Off musical in London, which my brain cannot even comprehend why.
Why?
And how and why.
Great British Bake Off musical.
Again, not everything needs to be a musical.
Yeah,
I do not understand. Although if you've seen it,
maybe it's good. I don't know. Like it may be the biggest thing on the West End. Who knows?
Probably. But yes.
Yeah, Spider-Man. So it was The Edge did the music, and
just The Edge.
Yeah, like Bono I don't think Bono was involved. I think it was maybe Bono. Oh, I don't remember, but for sure it was The Edge, and I'm gonna list off a couple things here of what happened with Spider-Man the musical.
Wasn't it like super cursed?
Cursed, yes.
Yes, I remember this.
Via ABC News. They basically a bunch of them have quit.
Someone got injured.
Multiples got injured. So one of them here had like not the cables, the flyers gave out and he hit something. So it basically a completely cursed musical that I want you to guess. Did it ever
actually open?
It did open, I think, for a bit. I couldn't really find that because I didn't look that hard because it's such a bad musical. But like, I did. It didn't stay long. Now, try and guess how much. Now I'll say that one of the producers was quoted saying that they would have to sell out every show for like 10 years to make the money back. So how much money do you think it lost?
Why even make it?
I know.
Like if that is how
they thought it was going to work, and it just woe after woe after woe.
For 10 years, they thought they were going to sell out show after show for 10 years.
No, they said they would need to make their money back.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
how much do you think it lost?
Art is not always about making money, but I assume that when you make a musical, you want it to be profitable.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I don't even know how much a normal production costs, but I would assume with all the like flying and special effects on
there was a lot of
pyrotechnics.
People got burned. I think was one of the things.
I mean, they would need a lot of money.
They lost $60 million.
$60 million?
Yeah, $60 million. Now, we've been talking about Spider-Man for a second, and you're listening to a show about George Santos. So you're wondering, yeah, you forgot why we're here. Yeah, America's also probably trying to forget about that. So why are we talking about Spider-Man with George Santos? Is because he claimed to be a producer on Spider-Man Into the Dark. The musical I just described as injuring, I think it was like 8 different spider dudes, and woe after woe after woe, losing $60 million.
When did he make this claim?
He made this claim.
Is this pre all the cursed things?
No, this is post. He claimed in recently, like I think was it while he was during the election.
Why would you want to be associated with something that's is
the question of the day, ain't it?
Mess.
Why would you claim to do this? He has lied many times, as you're going to find out on this show. He claimed to have seen it 300 times before it opened.
The musical?
Yeah. That one is actually news to me.
Are you sure that's not like he's not referencing a movie?
Nope. The new Broadway musical used a fake George Santos quote in their ads. Sorry, never mind. That was a different musical set. This is where the lies get confused. A musical called Shucked actually used a fake line from George Santos saying he saw it 300 times as their part of their promotions. My bad. He didn't say he saw Spider-Man. I just misread that. But that's the fact that people are using this on Broadway already is testament to
has he seen
the hilarious
Shucked 300 times?
I hope he has. I doubt he's actually
now I
seen
feel like I
any
need
musical.
to go down a rabbit hole of what Shucked is.
Yeah, it looked like a Korn musical. I really do
so.
Want that. It had Korn on the logo, but so yeah, why? I mean, we're not going to answer it. He like even the producers came out and said like, well, no, he didn't. It's very easy to find out that he didn't, and that's the theme of this show, right? It's he there's lots of things he lied about that were like, okay, this is like a business lie. There's a few things we're going to mention throughout the entirety.
Some of the lies seem to benefit him.
That's the thing. Some of them did. Some of the corporate lies that he was saying. This one is weird.
Is confusing.
And the first few episodes here that we're gonna do involve very easily Googleable lies, and it's Googleable lie like. In his endeavor into entertainment. I've sectioned this off into entertainment, his family, his schooling, his corporate life, and some of his politics.
So maybe we think he was trying to break through into...
Maybe. Like he really, I mean, and he chose, instead of choosing, I don't know, amazing musicals like Wicked, just to go off the one. Alana's favorite musical, Rent. Alana's favorite musical is Rent.
That is a lie.
That's a hard lie. Tried to show it to her, one of my favorites.
I watched the whole thing.
No, I know, but you ruined my soul when you said awful. You hated it.
It was absolutely
it's one of
awful.
my absolute favorite musicals.
Terrible. Here's a thought. Maybe because the Spider-Man musical did not do well, he thought he would get away with it.
Sure.
Like, because it wasn't...
Again, it's a easily Googleable thing. Like, it's why would you bother
confused.
wanting to be a part of this? I just don't know.
Okay, but now I want to know the lie within the lie. Tell me more about why. I need to find out why this other musical claimed that he watched it 300 times.
Oh, it's just for an advertisement. It was a joke. It's a comedy musical. They're using
funny.
it as like, oh yeah, George Santos saw it 300 times before, they use a face of him and says, I saw it 300 times before it opened.
Oh, that's
a notorious
funny.
lie. Like, I mean, who sees a musical 300 times before it opens? I don't even think you have 300 rehearsals before a musical opens. I didn't. Like, I had, I don't know, 40 before anything I was in open.
Okay, that's funny.
Hi everyone, I'm Tim Philippi, founder of Shui Media and the producer of the show you're enjoying right now. At Shui Media, we produce a lot of content, and due to, capitalism, we need money to keep making that content. And that's where you, the fan, can help out. In the description of this episode, you'll find multiple affiliate links that help out Shui Media and help out you as well. You can also head over to shuimedia.com/affiliates for a full list of the affiliate links that help out Shui, help out you, or maybe even help out one of your friends or family members. And that's it. That's the commercial. Thanks for listening. And now, back to the show.
So there was no real response from George on this one. He didn't own up to the lie, technically, because, again, easily Googleable. But I do want to read Rick Miramontes was the producer, he was a spokesperson for the musical itself. And his exact quote was, "Of all the tribulations, the producers of Spider-Man turn off the dark." I kept saying into the dark. It's turn off the dark, which, what does that mean? Of all the tribulations, the producers of Spider-Man turn off the dark had to endure, said the show's spokesperson. We are very pleased and proud and relieved to report working with George Santos was not one of them. So,
what was it? Proud?
We were very pleased, proud, and relieved.
Pleased, proud, and relieved. Yeah, I believe it. Yeah, that is turn off the dark. What is
turn off the dark?
Turn off the. That is hurting my brain.
Turn down for what makes more sense than turn off the dark.
Off the dark.
Yeah, I don't know. And again, which it's still the most notoriously bad musical. I mean, there's been a lot of weird musicals. Shrek the musical exists. Is actually apparently pretty good, but to me that would be a weird one. That would
be a weird one.
But at least it has music. Spider-Man, pretty much musicless, I would say, other than Nickelback.
Shrek, it was a DreamWorks, Disney, a DreamWorks movie. Yeah. I can see them turning anything like that into musical. There's music, blah blah blah.
SpongeBob, they've got everything.
But yeah, this is a weird one. But also, what I find interesting, so he stated this lie to donors during his 2021 campaign.
Yeah.
So
why?
He told this lie because he thought he would get money.
Yeah, that he's a successful producer. And I think it was something along the lines of trying to be the youngest producer in Broadway, which isn't, it's definitely not him. The youngest producer in Broadway is Amanda Lipitz. She's, oh, cool. They did Dirty Rotten Scoundrels. That's a great movie.
Yeah, so I don't know. This one's a real head scratcher. I don't understand why being associated with a failed Broadway musical would make donors want to give you money for a campaign.
I don't know.
For Congress.
Yeah.
Makes no
getting
sense.
into the mind of a liar like this, much like, he's kind of like Trump in the way that he will lie effortlessly and just as a second nature, which is, to me, after studying him for these few months, preparing to, do this show and others on America the Podcast Presents, it's just watching him, it seems like he's really trying to go for that. He's trying to be a newer Trump. He's like, I know that this works, so I'm going to go full in. And he's doing it, and he's running for re-election now. And as of this recording,
the thing with Trump, though, and here's the difference, is that generally speaking, Trump lies about generally speaking, Trump lies about very general things. Trump doesn't make very specific lies.
Yeah, no. He mafia lies.
Exactly, right. Yeah. He will lie in a way that is very vague and generalized so that you can't quite pin down, know it's a lie because it's Trump.
Yeah, sure.
But it's not Googleable. It's not like a fact.
Yeah,
sometimes he will.
A jury would have to pick it apart a little bit, which is they're doing now.
Sometimes he will, right? With his inauguration when he was like, I had the biggest
audience
whatever.
ever. Yeah.
That's obviously a lie that we can look up and we know
technically
is fake.
Sean Spicer's the one that said that. Trump didn't say it. Trump said it later.
That's the other thing about Trump.
Yeah, he gets other people to actually tell the outright lies.
He has a whole network of other people lying and covering up and but George Santos is just out there lying about the most random stuff that makes no sense and does not seem to serve him. So that's where it's confusing.
Yeah, and that's why I was like, every single one in America was like this as well. Like every person who followed this, just you're lying about this now. You're lying about it. Like where does it's like it's I mean, compulsive lying is a sickness. I don't want to diagnose a man on on a podcast, but at the end of the day, like he seems like a compulsive liar, or is just thinking he can get away with it. Like I'm wondering if he has like a panic attack when he gets into his car after telling all the lies. Like, how do I keep it together? I don't know which lies did I tell? I don't know.
He does seem a little nervous.
He does. He like I'm about to get caught. Yeah. Like, and we're gonna get into every single one of those. And next episode, we're gonna head to the Disney Channel.
Oh, I can't wait.
Yeah.
Oh, in preparation, I'm gonna watch that video of.
The angry Simone.
There's a few of them. The one I remember is
Hillary Duff.
Hillary Duff.
Sarcastically.
If you have not seen it's on YouTube, but it's back in the day, early
thousands, early thousands.
On the Disney Channel, they had the little when they would go to commercial or come back from commercial, they had the little you're watching the Disney Channel with the stars, and they would have to.
Do a thing with a wand. It was a wand, and they were making the Disney D.
Oh, was it the Disney D?
Yeah, they were basically mimicking it, and they had clearly been filming all day, and our 16-year-old girls
and they're
who are
making
done
them
with
do
it
over and over for them to get it correct and say it correctly, and you can see her getting real irritated.
Raven Simone, that's the other one who looked pissed. And
Hillary Duff looks pissed too, which I don't blame her.
Really pissed.
Oh my God. So yeah, okay, I'll go watch that in preparation for that next episode.
All right, that's it.
You've been listening to I Do Not Trust This Person, Season 1, The Many Lies of New York Representative George Santos. The show is hosted and produced by Alanah Matos and Tim Philippi. The show is mixed and edited at Shway Media Studios in Austin, Texas. For a full list of news sources and music used in this episode, please refer to the show notes. I Do Not Trust This Person was created by Tim Philippi and is a production of Shway Media and America the Podcast Presents. For more information, please visit shwaymedia.com. Copyright 2023, all rights reserved.
This has been a production of Shway Media, all rights reserved. For more information, please visit shwaymedia.com.